Hello, Squirrel Tribe 2.0. Happy hump day, my dudes. Listen, the live stream we did for Tequila Tuesday was so much fun. Thank you for being here for that. If you guys have not watched it, go watch it. It was definitely a lot of fun. And there was some tea spilled, if you will. Now listen, today we're going to talk about something that's a little personal, actually a whole lot personal, because I'm going to talk about me and physically and whatever else, but it's a whole lot personal. So I kind of want your thoughts on this at the end. Also, if you've ever gone through this, if you know anybody who's gone through this, if this is something you've ever worried about, this I know won't what's the right word? It won't apply to everybody, but it's still good information to have before you as a female decide to make some decisions in the future for your body, for yourself. So listen, fellas, please stay. I think it's important for you to hear it too. Okay, here's how this goes. So 41 years old, right? Had my daughter when I was 27, right before I turned 28. Yes, that is correct. Had my daughter when I was, wait, how old was I when I had my kid? I can't even do math in my own head. Look, my brain has stopped braining like all day long. Nothing is working in my brain. And that's something that we're actually going to talk about. We're going to touch on that with this. I cannot remember how old I was when I had my kid. I know how old I am. I know how old she is. So yes, I was 27, almost 28 when I had my kid. Y'all don't mind me. Because she's almost 14, she's 13 now. So listen, after I had my kid, actually while I was pregnant, I gained 55 pounds. I got a little chunky monkey because I ate everything under the sun. I was like, this is the only time that you can get away with this without people looking at you like, ma'am, do you really need 4 chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A? Yes, I do. Have you ever had them? One gets honey mustard on it, one gets mayonnaise and Texas Pete, one gets Chick-fil-A sauce, and one you just enjoy the flavor of the actual chicken and you don't need to put all the other stuff on there. But yeah, I need 4 Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Don't judge me. Extra pickles on all 4. Thank you. So I ate a ton of stuff while I was pregnant. And then I had my daughter and I gained 55 pounds. I had her. I lost like some of the pounds, but I was still sitting at, I was like 232 pounds at my heaviest. And then I was sitting at about 201 after I had her. And I stayed at around 201 for a good year and a half, 2 years, right? Until one day I was like, man, I'm really tired of being here in this weight range. I'd like to drop it down a little bit because my kid, she's getting to the point of the age where I want to take her to the beach. I'd like to be able to put on a bathing suit and be comfortable and whatever else. So I started working out a lot. I started watching what I ate. I counted calories. I did macros, everything. I was in the gym all the time doing cardio and stuff, losing a bunch of weight. I wasn't lifting weights at that point. And then I lost a bunch of weight. And then my husband and I decided to go work out with me at this point. And we both started working out, lifting weights, whatever else. Well, after I lost all this weight, I had a lot of excess skin in the stomach area. And I didn't like it because I wanted to be able to wear a bikini and I worried about people looking at me having thoughts and comments. So let me, before we do any of this, just go ahead and say, if I could go back right now and literally change everything I did, I probably would. Because as a younger whatever, I looked at it as a negative that I had these stretch marks, that I had this skin, not looking at it as ma'am, you just grew a human life inside you for 9 months. You literally did like the most miraculous thing you could possibly do as a human being. And you're bitching about your stomach, right? But a lot of women have that same thought process after they have kids. They think, oh no, my husband's not gonna like my body. Oh no, I don't like my body. Oh no, what are people gonna think when they look at me? Oh, ladies, we gotta stop doing that to ourselves. But also, after I had my kid, I breastfed. And my boobs went from big and glorious and hey to, did you need to bring the socks with you? Like, it was not a cute look. It was not a cute look. I was not happy. I did not like them. I went from perky before I was pregnant, bazongas while I was pregnant, hey-heys after I was pregnant to, oh, well, that's unfortunate. By the time I was done breastfeeding, right? So I was like, okay, listen, I'm going to do the mommy makeover. I'm going to lose this weight. I'm going to get myself in shape. And then I'm going to get breast implants and I'm going to get the excess skin removed. So I did the tummy tuck and I did implants. The first implants I did under the muscle implants because I wanted my breasts to still look natural, feel natural, whatever else. Y'all, when I tell you, this was in 2010. Yes, 2010. No. 2011, because my child was 2 and So 2011, when I had these things done, it was like $13,000 for implants and a tummy tuck. It was not cheap. I used a Care credit card because it was 0% interest and I paid that thing down, right? And I paid it off completely. But 2.5 years into having my implants. Like I love them. I felt great. I thought everything was great. I didn't love the scar that I got from the tummy tuck because I did not follow the directions. Side note, if you're going to have these things done, you must follow the directions. I was supposed to wear that, like that girdle kind of thing for all of 6 weeks. But after like 4 weeks, I was like, no, it's fine. It'll be fine. And I quit wearing it. And now my belly button looks stupid and my scar is more noticeable and whatever else. Plus I'm a visible scarer. Like I don't scar very well. You can see them and it's not a good look. So about 2.5 years in, I'm at the gym with the man and we're doing chest exercises and somehow I popped stitching in my left boob. So then I had my right boob here and my left boob here. Women, do you know how many of us want to walk around with our boobs like this? Not a damn one. So guess what I did? Went back in, got those taken out, got new ones put in. And I went over the muscle this time because I thought going over the muscle, I'd be able to work out better, whatever else. And then they would have that high rounded thing. So you'd always have those hey-heys, right? So I do over the muscle. And I've had them in for 10 years. I've had these in for 10 years, 850 cc's. They're big mammy jammies. They are triple Ds. 36 triple D is what until I put on weight, they were like a 36 double D. And then I've put on about 30 pounds in the last 2 years. So they're now a 38 triple D because of the chunk I've added to them. But here's the thing. I mentioned to you guys that I was in a pretty gnarly motorcycle accident years and years and years ago. And I had a small skull fracture and I was in the hospital for a couple weeks and whatever else. And since then, I also went vegan for a while and blah, blah, blah. And I have thought that all of the issues that I have been feeling the last couple of years have been because of those things, that they've slowly worked their way up because of the motorcycle accident and the skull fracture. And then because of going vegan, I wasn't getting enough B12. And I thought to myself, it's because of those two things that you have a hard time remembering words and remembering things. It's because of those things that your back hurts all the time. Not the scoliosis. It's because of those other things. And because of those things that you have, you can't sleep through the night and that you have all these other issues, right? Y'all. Please let me inform you I'm going to read you all of the issues I've had, literally every single issue I've had for the past few years that have like slowly gotten a little bit more noticeable. And then we're going to talk about this. Joint and muscle pain. Have it way more now than I did a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Chronic fatigue. Y'all, I'm always friggin' tired. That's why I drink coffee and matcha all the time. Memory and concentration problems. Speaks for itself. Anybody who's ever watched me before, you freaking know exactly what that is. Breathing problems. That one, not so much. That's the only thing that I don't feel I actually have. So there's that. Sleep disturbance. I cannot sleep through the night. Absolutely freaking impossible. Cannot sleep through the night no matter what. Rashes and other skin problems. I will randomly get little itchy things. Can't figure it out. I use lotion, whatever else, but my skin's either dry or it's itchy, whatever. Dry mouth and dry eyes. Dry mouth a lot, dry eyes a lot. That's why my contacts feel like sandpaper sometimes when I take them out. Anxiety. Yes. Depression, not so much, but there are days where I am a little weirdly under the weather mentally, emotionally, and I have no clue why. And that doesn't happen that often. That's like every blue moon one. Headaches, a lot, but I always assume it's because it's long hair and it's always in a bun. Hair loss. I'm losing here, and I did lose some the last year, but that was because of, I thought, C19. And then gastrointestinal problems. I think that has to do with heartburn, burps, farts, poops, whatever else. A little bit of everything, right? And I thought all of these things were either because of age, because of what I ate, because of a motorcycle accident, because of the going vegan thing, whatever else. But do you know what every single one of those go into? Breast implant illness. That's a thing. BII, breast implant illness, symptoms and signs. And the reason I say that may be the case is because, and this is where we're going to get graphic. Y'all ready? Look, like I'm going to show you anything. I'm not going to show you anything, but y'all can tell they are not small. They are large, right? Here's the thing. They have always been big, okay? And they've always been pushy. Like I can push on them. These are gel silicone. They're not saline. They're like a gel silicone. They're not straight silicone. They're like a gel type, gel silicone. And I told you guys that I scar pretty badly, right? I have the scars underneath from the incisions under here and then the up because they did like a nipple lift, like a lift kind of thing at the same time. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes into mommy makeovers. Look, we can go back up to here. A whole lot that goes into mommy makeovers, right? Well, over the last 2 or 3 years, the same time that all these things in me started getting worse and worse and worse, my right boob, like this one here, y'all, if I do this, it feels like I'm pushing on a softball. Left one, not the same. Right one, it's not good. It's very like hard, and the left one is still soft. When I'm in the shower, like I get out of the shower, the heat, they both feel a little bit better, but the right one is still very, very hard. And so I told the man, I said, listen, it's time to get these things taken out. I can't sleep on my stomach. It's uncomfortable. I can't run like I want to. I want to go run on the beach. There's all these things I want to do. My back hurts to high hell all the time, like so very badly. And there's so many things I can't wear because the clothes these days, they're meant to drape. You can't drape over these without looking like you've literally put on 300 pounds between your boobs and your knees. Like it does not look good. Nothing looks good. And it's been bothering me for a while, and I let it hold me back from working out. And then I put on really baggy stuff. And so then I don't notice that I'm gaining weight because I'm not looking at myself in the mirror, all these things. But here's what it comes down to. I want to go get these things taken out. It's going to cost a pretty penny. And that's money that I'm willing to save and find and spend because it is necessary, because I can tell you right now, they are affecting my health. I know it is that. I know it's not the motorcycle accident, and I know it's not the fact that I was vegan a few years ago, and I know it's not literally anything else. The fact that the right one literally feels the way it feels, and every single thing on that list, minus breathing problems, although if I sit here and talk too long, I'll be like, but then I'll be like, because I put a lot of weight on my diaphragm over here, like it's got a little too much fluff on it. It's hard to inhale, exhale if you, whatever. But every single thing there makes sense to me. So now the whole thing is trying to find somebody, a surgeon who does removals, implant removals and lifts at the same time, because you still want to feel attractive when you're done. You don't want to take out implants and then be like, I was worse than before I got them. Like, what the crap did I do to myself, right? So I know some of y'all are gonna be like, the hell did you tell us this for? We don't care, and that's fine. Go away. But I want to mention this. I want to talk about this because there's probably a lot of females out there who don't understand why their head hurts all the time, or why their back hurts, or why they have chronic fatigue or whatever else. And they may have gotten implants and they don't put the 2 and 2 or 10 and 12 things together and realize the one common denominator is what we've done to ourselves. I mean, I put foreign objects inside my body over a decade ago. And at this point, my body's like, listen, bitch, these have been here way too long. We're fighting for you over here, but you got to get them out, because it's hard to, think about it. Foreign things inside your body, and you just expect your body to be like, okay, cool. Yeah, we like having you here. Make yourself at home. We're never going to have an issue. We will always get along perfectly well. That's generally not going to happen. I mean, plain and simple, it's not going to happen. So I just wanted to say, fellas, if you have, my husband never, ever, ever did this. Thankfully, he is not that kind of man, but there are men out there like that. And you may not be that kind of man, but you may accidentally say things like that kind of man every once in a while sometimes. So I just want to put it out there. Fellas, if you don't love the size of your significant other's breasts, shut up and don't tell her. You'll be fine. Because a lot of women do things to their bodies for the approval of their significant other. And they say it's for themselves. Like, I know my husband, he likes my boobs. He also likes my butt. Those are his things, boobs and butts. And he liked my boobs, my breasts, before I had the kid. And I wanted him to still have that visual after I had the kid. So in my brain, I'm going, getting these is for him as much as it is for me. Never make a decision, ladies, based off of a for him or a for her or a for whatever. It's got to be all about you. And a lot of guys may not realize that sometimes they say things like, oh man, I like how that bra makes your boobs look twice as big. Man, I like you in that shirt. It makes your boobs look really big. Those kind of things, although a lot of guys may think they are compliments, they can, with the wrong mind frame sometimes of a female, be taken as he's saying he wishes they look like this all the time. And then it makes you want to go do these things. Like, oh man, you look really, really slim in that little black dress. Oh shit, that means that outside of this, I look a little chunky. I need to go on a diet. This is how the brain of a female works. And for those ladies out there who are like, no, that's just you. Cool. Thank goodness your brain doesn't work like mine. I don't want it to work like mine for anybody. So I just wanted to put that out there for everybody who has thought about getting implants. Really, really, really think it through. Do I regret like the moments I got to wear cute shit before I put on all the weight and stuff? Do I regret how the bathing suit looked on me? Do I regret the confidence that I had in the very beginning of these? No, I don't regret those things. But at this point in time, were those moments worth how I feel physically lately? No, not at all. Not in the least, not whatsoever. And then I look back on the money that was spent to do these things. Y'all, could have bought a whole new car with that. Could have gone on like 4 new vacations. So I'm not saying don't do it, but I am saying make sure you fully understand. When I got mine done, nobody ever talked about any kind of this could cause this kind of illness, breast implant illness. Nobody talked about that. Nobody talked about these negative side effects besides like mental ones or scarring or, you know, if you don't massage them when you first get them in, how they could get lumpy or whatever. Nobody talked about anything else. Now, more women are coming out going, hey, listen, I was fine for like a year or two. Some people weren't even fine for a year or two. Some women will get implants and then, you know, a month or two in, their body starts to reject them. There have been women who have died from their breast implants because their body rejected them so hardcore, and it took people forever to realize what was causing it. They weren't putting the 2 and 2 together, that it was the implants, these outside foreign objects that we have put into our bodies for a visual perk. You know what I mean? Because that's what it all comes down to. And again, I'm not knocking anybody who has knockers, not knocking anybody with the knockers. I'm just saying, pay attention. If you have them and you have felt any of those things, I'm going to put a link to a thing in the description that takes you to the breast implant illness pages on whatever else, so you can kind of look it up if you're interested. If you've had any of those kind of things, I would say maybe sit back and think about when those symptoms started and if they could possibly coincide with implants or anything like that. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. I felt like it was an important topic to talk about. I know it's not like the funny kind, the happy-go-lucky, the whatevers, but I am very curious. Like, my back has been killing me all day. I was sitting on the couch with a heating pad. Just everything is hurting so bad today. And y'all, I'm just saying. So I know it's not like the happy-go-lucky like normals. Give me till tomorrow, because today, y'all, it's hurting. But it is something that I wanted to bring attention to, and hopefully it helps at least one person. However it helps you, I don't care. As long as you got something from it, then I am a happy camper. But I will say that I do plan on trying to figure out how to get these mamma jammas out of me. And then, of course, mentally, I'm thinking, well, what are you going to look like afterwards? Are you going to be okay with whatever the after effect is? Because I've had them for so long that it's going to be a drastic change when I don't. And of course, I worry about the people that, I like how you looked better before. Because people like that can really fuck with your psyche. Like, it messes with your mind, but also you got to remember that those people's opinions are trash and I don't care. But that's that. I just want to bring that to your attention. I love you all immensely. Thank you for hanging out with me and listening to me, my Squirrel Tribe dudes and dudettes, for those of you who don't like to be called a dude, although you're still my dudes. I will see you again, maybe possibly tomorrow, Thursday, probably definitely Friday. I don't know about Saturday and Sunday, no promises, but I will do what I can. Leave me comments below. Like I said, if this is something you have dealt with, know of somebody who's dealt with, have thought about, whatever, please leave comments below. I'm really interested in whatever. I'm going to try to get some consultations here. I'm going to try to get some consultations in Atlanta, because it's going to be expensive and it's going to take some time down, and I need to figure out when I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do this, where I'm going to do this. And I got to make sure that the person I picked to do this doesn't suck and whatever else. Like, it's a stressful situation. So, but I love you all. It is now time to go get my kid from school, because I'm sure she misses me all day long while she's at school. She's like, I miss my mommy. No, she doesn't, but I miss her, and that's what matters. So I love you all, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.